You started recording because you saw my palm in my hand. No record. Bad phone.
Welcome to Thumbnail Video Review. His head too much caffeine with a lack of sleep. With his ADHD, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome back to another Thumbnails video review, and this time we're going to first reaction to this guy here. There's the back of the box already. Side of the box. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. The inside of the box, and Steeljaw. No window! Steeljaw Studio Series, Generations, yada yada, stuff on the side. Bottom, things, top, the movie. Anyways, alright, let's get into it. So you got this little... I'm not entirely sure what this is for. And then you've got these pieces. Do these come off? Yes, they do. They come off via 3mm. So they're his little wings, I'm assuming. And his tail. Ah, there's this shitty piece of paper. What we do have here is a bunch of crap still on my table. Go over there. You know, just scream me. So we have this speaker doohickey thing, which supposedly is good for Blaster, as well as Steeljaw. We have what looks like a little bit of red. Oh, his head's split in half. Easily to tell there. So his head's split in half. They painted one spool. On the entire tape mode, they painted one spool. What's the backside look like? Two tape. They painted both spools on that. And an Autobot symbol. That's all the paint you get? And they couldn't bother to paint the other one? Come on. Goldish plastic for what looks like the guns. Now let's look at Blaster here. Test to see if he fits. So hopefully, not drop him. He will fit in said, oh, you're not, are you really not gonna fit? This piece would face that way, and then this would sit on top of it to match the curvature. Now, supposedly, now it's not even in the instructions, you can clearly see all the instruction sheets. It's not in here. But this is supposed to go on the Blaster's arm. And let's see if we can do just that. But it's supposed to be big enough for one of his hands, designed for his booger trigger finger. It might be just that hand, where he can turn his hand into a sound speaker. Turns his hand into a sound speaker, which is kind of cool. So there's that. Oops, doing the shapes wrong. Match the shapes, genius. Great, bring out the head. Okay, fold them in half. That little peg there is going to go into that octagonal hole there. Per usual. Oh, isn't it? There's a cute face, split in half. Nothing like having a maul that looks absolutely cute and it just has a crack right down the middle of it. Hate it when they do that, to be honest. Hinge that down like so. The gun legs go back. His other legs come forward. Bring up his leg guns. Now it just looks kind of funky. Okay. That was already put together, but the instructions tell you how to put it together. That's at least nice. Put this on his back. He looks a little skinny. Gaping holes. Yeah, he looks kind of pudgy like that. But in reality, he looks kind of skinny. Like, skinny. Big floofy head, but skinny body. Yes, he can move his head down. He can move his head kind of inward. Although I don't want to get it lost in there. Independent moving wings, obviously, because they're independently pegged in. Yeah. Then we can remove this piece and take this piece, plug this whole behemoth on his back, and now he can blare some funky tunes. I actually like this. This is actually kind of neat. You get an adapter for Steeljaw, and you get a speaker for the adapter, but you also get it for Blaster. Hold on. So with all that being said, and fine and dandy, because, you know, I honestly really do think it's a pretty good set for your figure. It's an actual awesome figure. It has its flaws, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit there and say it's flawless. It's not. Overall, the character looks good, despite the fact that he's got a pin through his butt, which I don't know why he needs to rotate at his butt. Hold on, there's like a piece of engineering that doesn't make sense. Did they engine... Oh, okay. We're gonna twist around, you gotta see this. So taking off the backpack, I noticed... Goes my stomach again. There's a pin right there in his butt. It splits. That splits open. I couldn't figure it out until I tilted. He can do it, kitty wee! I don't know if that's intentional or not, but he caught me off guard, like genuinely, like it bedur. Now I'm done. So that is my look at Studio Series Steeljaw. Love y'all. Love your faces. Peace.